Hello and welcome to the very first edition of Fiesta training videos. If you're watching this, you're getting ready for Fiesta training video for October 22nd, 2012. We're on our third week of our new format with Fiesta, and it works very similar in that there's a large group time and a small group time, much like our children's worship programs. But we're going to tell you a little bit about both and how everything's going to work. So this video may be a couple minutes longer than normal, so I apologize for that, but I wanted you to make sure you knew everything that was going to happen. So we want to encourage you to be over at NECC, which is 1734 Rutland, and we'll make sure we have a map attached to this email and this video when you get it, so you know exactly where it is if you haven't been there before. We would like to get you there between 6:15 and 6:30. At 6:30 we'll get started with the program, where we'll have big group time where we'll sing 3 or 4 songs, and then we will do a really neat play and a game. So for example, our game this week is ping pong toss, and there'll be 20 ping pong balls, 2 egg cards and 2 buckets, and 2 Sharpie pens, each of a different color. And you'll write a verse on the ping pong balls as divided above, entire verse on 10 balls in one color, and entire verse on 10 balls in the other color. Set the buckets at one end of the room, divide the children into 2 groups. Children will try to toss one at a time ping pong balls with a verse written on it into their bucket. If they get the ping pong ball in their bucket, they can go ahead and go back in line. And if they miss, they can run and pick up their ball and bring it back to the next person. Once they get all the balls in the bucket, then they'll try to line them up in the egg carton and try to get the memory verse in order. How fun is that? After that, we're going to have a small play, and how the play usually works is the leader and one other adult will do the main characters, and then they'll bring up kids to play some of the other parts. So it's a lot of fun. And this one is they're going to be Adam and Eve, and they're going to be interviewed along with Isaiah and Matthew and people throughout time. And so they'll get to do this play, and you can kind of see the play. You may not actually have this attached to your folder, but we wanted you to know kind of how that works. So they're going to sing, do the game, do the play, and then you'll break out into small groups. Now what's great is there's mats on the floor. There's a red mat and a green mat and a blue mat and a yellow mat, and the kids will sit on those mats. Now when they first get there, they're going to sit kind of all scattered. But when it's time for a small group, we've actually built these 4 walls that we bring out on PVC pipe with fabric, and then we'll divide them into 4 groups. And so you'll have a group of 3 to 6-year-old, a group of 7 to 9-year-old, a group of 7 to 8-year-old, a group of 9 to 11-year-old, and a group of 12-year-olds and up. And so you'll be leading one of those groups, and you should have that in your email, this email that tells you which group that is. And then you'll have your small group activity, and this is what it'll look like. It's attached, and in your small group you're going to read the Bible story, which is in Genesis 3:15, and there's also some scriptures in Isaiah and in Matthew. And then you're also going to do an activity where you have 8-ounce cups that are clear, red food coloring, ooh, kind of scary, and bleach, and you're going to help them understand sin. And then there's going to be 5 scriptures of paper, and you'll read those 5 scriptures of paper that are Psalms and Matthew and Psalms and John and Psalms. And then you can try an experiment where you have water that you put the color in, and then the color turns red, and then you add the bleach, and then all of a sudden it goes clear. And it talks about hundreds of thousands and thousands of years went by, and people kept waiting for their Savior. And they knew their sin was between God and them, and they would not take their sin away. So they kept waiting, and then finally Jesus came. And so it's pretty cool how this works. So you'll do all these activities. This will take about 15 minutes for just that activity. Then you'll have a flyer that the kids will take home that'll help them to go home and talk to their parents about exactly what they did. So it's pretty exciting. We're really looking forward to it. Hope you're looking forward to it. We can't wait to see you Monday on the 22nd at between 6:15 and 6:30. Hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you on Monday at Fiesta.